The human voice, a complex instrument, carries an unspoken language, impacting the listener's nervous system even before words are consciously processed. It's a primal interaction deeply rooted in our biology. Within the sterile confines of a university sound lab, researchers meticulously documented this phenomenon, observing how specific vocal attributes elicited consistent physiological and psychological responses. Their findings were compelling. A lower vocal pitch, regardless of cultural background, was consistently perceived as more confident, inherently attractive, and undeniably trustworthy. This wasn't merely about persuasive rhetoric, it was a profound, biological response, a testament to our ancient wiring. A deeper, more resonant tone possesses the remarkable ability to activate the vagus nerve, a crucial component of the parasympathetic nervous system, subtly yet effectively slowing the listener's heart rate. This physiological shift fosters a sense of calm and receptivity, laying the groundwork for connection. Conversely, the hurried cadence of rapid speech, often an involuntary manifestation of nervousness or anxiety, can inadvertently trigger a primal threat response in the listener. This isn't a conscious decision, it's an automatic protective mechanism. Pupils may instinctively contract, signaling wariness, and posture might subtly retract, creating an almost imperceptible barrier, irrespective of the actual words being uttered. The body, in its ancient wisdom, reacts profoundly to the rhythm, the cadence, and the very delivery of sound, rather than solely to the semantic content of the message. This underscores how deeply our primal instincts are inextricably tied to these subtle yet powerful vocal cues, shaping our interactions at a fundamental level. Imagine a restaurant on a winter night, candles flickering, their reflections dancing on the dark glass. A man leans forward, his words tumbling out quickly, a clear sign of his underlying nervousness. Each sentence is stacked precariously against the next, leaving no air, no space for thought between his ideas. Unconsciously, the woman across from him reacts. Her pupils contract, a subtle narrowing of focus, and her posture shifts back, creating a barely perceptible distance between them. It isn't the content of his words that causes this reaction, but the frantic rhythm, the unsafe feeling it conveys. Speed in speech, particularly when coupled with a high pitch, often signals anxiety. And anxiety, to our primitive brains, can be interpreted as a potential threat. Our mirror neurons, those remarkable cells that fire both when we perform an action and when we observe it, do not distinguish between the speaker's internal nerves and an external danger. They simply register the unease, translating it into a defensive posture. Now, envision the same intimate table, the same man, but with a profound difference in his approach. This time, he consciously allows silence to settle before each sentence, like a slow, deliberate breath, between the notes of a carefully composed musical phrase. His voice, unforced and released, effortlessly drops into a lower, more resonant register. His jaw is unclenched, his throat open and relaxed, allowing the sound to emanate freely. Each word, now surrounded by a deliberate pause, arrives with a newfound weight and significance, its impact amplified by the space around it. The woman's physiological response is immediate and involuntary. Her pupils dilate slightly, a sign of increased interest and openness, and she leans a centimeter closer, an unconscious gesture of engagement. She doesn't consciously understand why she feels this shift, but the change in his delivery has subtly altered her perception, drawing her in. This deliberate use of silence is, in fact, the secret architecture of attraction. A well-placed pause after a meaningful sentence achieves what mere repetition can never accomplish. It grants the listener's brain the crucial time it needs to truly feel and process the message. Neuroimaging studies reveal that during these moments of silence, especially after an emotionally charged phrase, the default mode network in the brain becomes highly active. This is the same neural region that ignites during periods of daydreaming, introspection, and imaginative thought. Therefore, by incorporating these strategic pauses, you are not merely addressing her conscious mind. You are, more powerfully, granting her subconscious mind the invaluable permission to imagine, to connect with the words on a deeper, more personal, and emotionally resonant level. Consider a dark hallway, rain streaking down tall windows, and two voices echoing at the corridor's end. One voice is merely explaining, filling the air with information, while the other is resonating, its vibrations filling the very body of the listener. The profound difference between them is not found in volume or vocabulary, but in the quality of its vibration. When the vocal cords are relaxed, they naturally produce a richer array of overtones, those subtle harmonic frequencies that add depth and warmth to a voice. These overtones travel not just through the air, but also through bone conduction, vibrating within her jaw and chest. She literally feels the presence of your voice, its physical impact preceding her cognitive processing of your words. The most powerful sentence you will ever utter is invariably the one followed by 3 seconds of nothing. Allow your words to truly land, giving her nervous system the space and time to respond naturally. Let the silence between you become charged, not only with what was explicitly said, but also with what remains unsaid. Building upon the foundational understanding of vocal cues, mastering the art of communication involves a deeper appreciation for silence and vocal resonance. It's not merely about the words spoken, but the deliberate spaces left between them. By allowing measured pauses between sentences, a speaker consciously creates a vital space for the listener's brain to process and truly feel the message. This intentional quietude activates the default mode network, a neural pathway often associated with daydreaming and imaginative thought. This allows the subconscious mind to engage deeply with the information, making the communication far more impactful than simple, relentless repetition. The message isn't just heard, it's absorbed and internalized on a profound, almost visceral level. Furthermore, the physical mechanics of voice production play a crucial role in this subtle connection. A relaxed vocal cord, free from tension, naturally produces richer, more complex overtones. These resonant frequencies don't just travel through the air, they are also transmitted through bone conduction. This means the listener can physically perceive and feel the voice's vibrations before their conscious mind even registers the semantic content of the words. It's a primal, embodied experience, a silent symphony that precedes logical comprehension. The most potent and memorable statements are frequently those followed by a deliberate, pregnant silence. A pause of approximately 3 seconds allows the spoken words to fully resonate, to echo not just in the air, but within the listener's very being. During this brief, charged interval, the space between individuals becomes imbued with unspoken meaning. It's a moment where the emotional weight of the message can settle, where implications can be felt. This powerful use of silence doesn't just enhance the current message, it subtly sets the stage for the next layer of nonverbal communication. It prepares the listener, both consciously and subconsciously, for the subsequent cues. This silent interlude bridges the gap between vocal delivery and the nuanced world of physical proximity. It transforms a simple exchange of words into a multisensory, deeply connected experience. The speaker, by mastering these pauses, wields a powerful, often overlooked tool. They invite the listener into a deeper engagement, fostering a sense of shared understanding. This deliberate pacing creates an atmosphere of trust and receptivity, essential for genuine connection. The richness of the overtones, felt through bone, creates an intimate, almost internal experience. It's as if the voice bypasses the ears and speaks directly to the soul. This profound impact underscores that true communication transcends mere linguistic decoding. It is an intricate dance of sound, silence, and subtle physical sensations. The speaker's control over these elements dictates the depth of the connection forged. Without these intentional pauses, the message can feel rushed, superficial, and easily dismissed. The brain, overwhelmed by a continuous stream of words, struggles to find purchase. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. Much is lost in the torrent. But with strategic silence, each word gains weight. Each phrase finds its mark. The listener is given the gift of time to absorb, to reflect, to truly understand. This understanding is not just intellectual, it's emotional, intuitive, and deeply personal. The resonance of the voice, felt internally, creates a sense of authenticity and presence. It conveys a speaker who is grounded, confident, and genuinely invested in their message. This physical sensation bypasses cognitive filters, creating an immediate, unfiltered response. It's a testament to the body's innate ability to perceive and interpret nonverbal cues. The 3-second pause, seemingly simple, is a masterstroke in communication strategy. It transforms a statement from a mere utterance into a resonant declaration. It allows the energy of the words to dissipate slowly, leaving a lasting impression. This charged silence invites the listener to lean in, both literally and figuratively. It builds anticipation for what comes next, creating a dynamic, engaging exchange. The unspoken meaning that fills this void is often more powerful than any explicit statement. It speaks to the shared human experience, to empathy, and to mutual understanding. This careful orchestration of sound and silence elevates communication to an art form. It moves beyond the transactional and into the realm of profound human connection. The speaker becomes a conductor, guiding the listener through a symphony of meaning. Every pause is a beat, every word a note, contributing to the overall harmony. This mastery is not about manipulation, but about facilitating genuine resonance. It's about honoring the listener's internal processing, respecting their cognitive space. The result is a communication that is not just heard, but deeply felt and remembered. It lays the groundwork for trust, rapport, and a deeper level of engagement. This intricate interplay of vocal elements prepares the stage for the next dimension, the subtle yet powerful influence of physical proximity, which further shapes interactions. Thus, the journey from vocal pitch to resonant silence is a continuous unfolding. Each element contributes to the rich tapestry of unspoken communication. It's a testament to how deeply our primal instincts are tied to vocal cues, and how these cues, when mastered, can forge profound human connections. The art lies not just in what is said, but in the eloquent spaces between. These silences, charged with meaning, truly speak volumes.